Recognizing the graduates, he paid homage to Fair Dillard, which laid the foundation for his successful 40-year acting career.
Founders Day is important to me as a graduating senior because I get to track my roots and where I came from so that I will know where the foundation was started.
Many of the students say Morris's message was memorable. Simply put, nothing will stop you from doing anything you want to do.
Founders Day held special meaning, more so for Morris because the university is also celebrating the theater department 80th anniversary and Lawless Chapel's 60th anniversary.
Coming up, the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants shoot it out at the Dome, and quarterback Drew Brees ties an NFL record while breaking another and the New Orleans Pelicans. And Dillard's men's teams get a win. Those stories and more are coming up. Stay with us.
That Saints game against the Giants will be talked about for a very long time, and not just locally. Most of the sports analysts nationwide still reference Drew Brees' performance and Giants quarterback Eli Manning as well. WDUT sports reporter Stacia Williams covered the game and later talked to Brees about that magical night.
What a great way to celebrate All Saints Day as the Saints defeated the Giants 52-49 after a 50-yard winning field goal from Kai Forbath.
You know, I've been fortunate to get in those situations where it's come down to a kick, and I just, I really work on in practice, try to make everything the same every single time. So I just went out there and told myself, I made this practice in this kick in practice all week, so why change now?
I mean, it's one of the craziest games I've ever been a part of, and like I said, to be on the winning end of it and to kind of continue a streak of 3 games here at the midway point of the season. I mean, I feel like our best is yet to come. I mean, it's out there for us.
Drew Brees threw for a career high of 511 yards and tied an NFL record of 7 passing touchdowns in one game.
But, we were just in the flow of the game. We were just, every time we got the ball, there was a big sense of urgency just on being very efficient and going down and getting points, scoring touchdowns, and felt like we had a really nice rhythm there.
I don't expect anything less from a guy like that. He works so hard, and he's great, and that's what greatness is shown to be.
Today also marks the 49th year that the franchise has been in the NFL. Reporting from the Big Easy, I'm Anastasia Williams.
The following week, the Saints lost in overtime to the Tennessee Titans, who had won a game all season. The final score was Titans 34 and the Saints 28. The Saints will travel to the nation's capital today to take on the Washington Redskins. They are favored to win. The Pelicans just can't seem to catch a break. The roster has been decimated by injuries, and to make matters worse, Anthony Davis is now one of the fallen. Coach Alvin Gentry says Davis is day-to-day with a hip contusion, and he won't speculate about whether he'll play against Toronto. Still, even without his star, New Orleans put up a good fight against Atlanta last night, but they ran out of gas late with a 106-98 loss, and the Pels are now 1-7.
I think most of the guys, are playing extremely hard. We're just, shorthanded. We played 7 guys most of the game and major minutes, and the matchup is not ideal. It just forced us into, once again, into lineups and positions the guys are not familiar with, so we were a little bit out of whack because of that.
The Pelicans and the Raptors tip off at 7 o'clock. After a dismal season last year, Dillard's men's basketball team looks to rebound big time. WDUT reporter Ventrell Leslie reflects on where they've been and where they hope to go now that they have a new head coach and a few new players.
A revamped Dillard University men's basketball team looks to open the 2015-16 season strong. One player says the game opener will be challenging, but he's ready.
I expect tonight's outcome to be a great one. We work really hard towards this game, and everybody's pumped up for the first game, and also just to change Dillard culture in basketball. So hope this game be a good one and we come out with the W.
The men's basketball team are showcasing their talents here in their very own gymnasium, also known as the Battlefield. With a completely new and improved team, along with a new coach, all of their supporters are hoping for a great season. The team has been on a losing streak for 10 consecutive seasons. Now with a new head coach and players, they hope to change that mindset.
For the last 2 months, we have conditioning, we've been weight training, and obviously with a new team, we've been working on building chemistry. and what best fits us as a basketball team and what gives us the best chance to win.
The Blue Devils' hard work paid off. They beat the Carver Bible College Cougars 92-55. The players say the best is yet to come. I'm Van Trail Leslie reporting.
The Blue Devils are off to a 2-1 start. Their next game is November 17th at home on the battlefield against William Carey University. Van Trail.
Dillard showcases some of the art students' finest work at Renaissance Blue. And the students pack the gymnasium for Midnight Madness while little ones search for pumpkins in the city park patch on Halloween. Those stories and more when we return. College can be stressful, and some Dillard students say they need to relax and just enjoy themselves. WDUT reporter Joycelyn Daggs say they found a way. Joycelyn?
Well, they did just that at this year's Midnight Madness. Let them tell it. It's a fun-filled event held on campus where they get to be themselves as they gear up for another sports season.
Dillard University hosts its second annual Midnight Madness on the Blue Devils battlefield. Those participating grasp at the chance to showcase their school pride and athleticism as they gear up for another exciting basketball season. Making her debut as captain of the dance team known as the DU Diamonds, Sydney Merritt says she's hyped as well.
My first time leading, it was kind of challenging, but exciting at the same time. This is the first year that our captain graduated. Our captain graduated last year, so this is our first year of actually not having her. So, me having to step up, it was difficult, but I was up for the challenge. I was nervous, but I was very excited at the same time.
Giving the entire school the opportunity to be more involved in this year's event, everyone is proud of the way things improved, especially sophomore Jameer Morris. The university's mascot entertained the crowd with a shocking performance while Morris and his competitors warmed up in the background.
I'm a shooter. It was a great way to show people, that I am one of the best shooters on campus. I ain't gonna say I'm the best, but I'm one of them.
That night, students danced, laughed, and cheered. They say Midnight Madness was a nice distraction from the day-to-day grind of classes and are looking forward to the next one.
What does cuisine and art have in common? It's called Dillard's Blue Renaissance. And here to tell us more about it, the event is WDUT reporter Brittany Henderson. Brittany?
Blue Renaissance was a way for Dillard to celebrate its supporters through the years, particularly the arts, which entails paintings, sculptures, theater, and music. And this time, they incorporated food in the mix. Some of Dillard University students and local artists showcased their artwork at the campus gallery. Student Catrice Kelly says she was moved by what she saw.
I was really happy to see everybody out here. I know some of the painters, and I was like, yeah, this is a really good event. I really enjoyed myself so far. Really mingled with a lot of people. I think it's a great experience for me.
Dillard University's Renaissance Blue event celebrates the 80th anniversary of Black art, but also supports the Ray Charles program and a fundraising dining event serving some of New Orleans' most historical cuisines. Documentaries depicting long-lost Black Cajun recipes were shown. Filmmaker and artistic director of the Ray Charles program says the event was designed to shed light on a forgotten culture.
The Dillard Ray Charles program in African American material culture is here as an opportunity for students to connect with their cultural backgrounds. It also gives us the opportunity to teach students about things that they didn't know about their own cultures. For instance, in New Orleans, we have a huge culinary-based culture, but it's not just the food.
Sean says many people use art as an expression and as a way to bring awareness. He, too, hopes to do just that as it pertains to social and political issues facing a young generation of African Americans. The staff of the Ray Charles program says they plan to make the celebration of art an annual event. Given the great turnout this year, the goal is to make it one of Dillard University's biggest fundraisers.
In the past, pumpkin patches in the city have not done well around Halloween times in terms of sales. WDUT reporter India Ware recently found out that one did. India?
I think the success of the pumpkin patch had a lot to do with the location and demand. Many parents with young children usually have to travel far to provide this experience for their little ones. The fact that there was one in the city made it even more enticing.
Even Charlie Brown will agree that the New Orleans City Park Pumpkin Patch is a success. Given the history in the past, pumpkin patches that have popped up during Halloween have not done well.
Is that we found that there was a need for a pumpkin patch. We found that pumpkin patches were not very popular down here, and we figured that this would be a good site to have our pumpkin patch.
The Real Fun Rentals Pumpkin Patch is the perfect autumn family activity. A fun hayride, games, pumpkins, food, and more await the community for a fun fall outing. Children ran through a field filled with an amazing array of 500 vibrant farm-grown pumpkins. With so many shapes and sizes ranging from 5 to 40 pounds, they walked through rows and rows looking for that perfect one. Stanley Tucker found his.
I'm having so much fun, and this is my first time here.
Some say the pumpkin patch is a cornucopia of autumn activities that just might become a tradition here in New Orleans.
The organizer wouldn't say if his pumpkin patch was profitable, but he has made plans to return next Halloween.
Thank you for watching this edition of Dillard University's Newscast. Have a great evening, and we'll see you next time.